leagues or something.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I commish, two, but the dynasty ones, it's just meddlesome. You know, you just gotta do stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have 3. I think I have 3 leagues now. Just our league, 14 ways, and one of my home leagues. 3 leagues. Oh man. So we can get into this, but I am having a ridiculous week all around. It's nice.
Hold on, I gotta replace this one with a colder one.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm having a record-setting week in the Hogs League.
I literally just set the record in 14 Ways to Hell. The record was 303.1. I have 306.4 with Chase going.
That's my goal right now. Yeah, we could get going. We could just get started, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
fine. Well, maybe I should plug in my mic.
That'd be a good idea.
All right. All right.
Oh, all right. Oh, it's halftime, baby. Okay, here we go. Let's go. All right. Welcome to the Dynasty Hot Sauce Podcast. I'm Larry Monkey. You can find me on the internet at FF Larry Monkey. And we got Mr. Blue Shirt. There's blood on his hands after he stabbed me in the back this weekend. Fucking A, this motherfucker. I know what the D stands for and run DFF.
What did I tell you last show? What did I tell you? I'm going to make moves. I told you I'm going to make moves. I had no
excuse. You have no excuse. You feel terrible for what you've done.
I don't feel terrible at all.
I got no fucking steal. You have a black heart. You're dead inside.
Did you see what I got? I mean, are we just going to lead right into this right now?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, let's do it because I'm stoked about that trade.
There's nothing to be stoked about. You single-handedly knocked me out of the playoffs.
Well, no, you knocked yourself out of the playoffs. Hold on. You knocked yourself out of the playoffs by sitting on your hands all year.
Dude.
And waiting and then not having the points tiebreaker.
I now have the best team in the league.
No, you don't.
The last show, I'm like, hey, all I need, the only thing I need is for you to beat Stompy. And the way you guys' rosters have it, there's a shot. And then fast forward to the weekend, Justin trades 40 points to Stompy before kickoff.
Yeah.
40 points. That's an 80-point swing. 80-point swing. You traded, right? So this is the equivalent to me telling you, like, yo, man, I'm really into this chick. Man, I'm really digging this girl. And you're like secretly dating her behind my back.
No, it's not secretly though. Because first of all, I told you last show I was making moves. So I had no guarantee I was being
Why would you mess with Stompy?
I tried to trade with Manolo. I tried to trade with you.
Dude.
Nope.
You traded 40 points. The difference in the matchup right now
is 46 points or something like
exactly. That. But you traded 40 points away from you.
37 points. It's 37 points. Oh, I would have.
We're calling it 40. We're calling it 40.
I would have beat him.
Fuck yeah, you would. I'd be in the playoffs right now because Manolo is knocking out Swags. He's gone. You would have knocked out Stompy. I get in with the 6th seed. and I all magically have like the best team in the league right now. I scored 200 points with 3 fucking starters on my bench.
Yep. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You should have made a move earlier in the season when I was trying to sell you
Dude.
players.
You weren't
When I was
trying to,
trying to
you were
tell
trying
you-
to fucking rip me off for Waddle.
What did I offer you? Waddle for Rashee Rice or something like that?
No, you wanted Rice in like a first.
I
Or a
did not ask
second.
for Rice in a first. In fact, I'll pull this up by
Pull that shit up.
trade rejection. Let me come down here. Well,
Fucking
first
Jamie.
I offered you Mike Gesicki for Dallas Goedert. I have no idea why you turned that down.
You offered me Mike Gesicki for Dallas Goedert?
Yeah, that was this week.
Okay.
You turned that down.
Well, I mean, I didn't need to make that move right now because I have a monster.
I
team.
offered you. No. And here's the offer I offered you on November the 12th. I offered you Jalen Waddle and Dallas Goedert for Rashee Rice and 2 seconds.
Right.
2 playoff seconds. That's like
Dude.
2/3.
But I got
Basically,
Nico Collins and Travis Etienne for those 2 seconds. They're part of the deal.
How's Nico working out for you on bye this week?
Well, it's fine because I crushed. I had the highest score in the fucking league this week.
How'd Travis Etienne work out for you all these weeks you had to start him?
What are you talking about?
Travis Etienne has been bad. Awful.
Dude,
Fucking
okay,
terrible.
whatever. He got me like 13 points yesterday. That's fine. I'm fine getting that when
Jamie
Puka
says,
Nakua's
why would I
getting me
offer him?
45 and Justin Jefferson's fucking getting 40.
Jamie in the chat says, why would you offer him Gesicki for Goddard in Dynasty? Because Larry was desperate because he lost Goddard, and he's so salty about losing Goddard. I traded him Goddard in another deal later on that week. And
I pity accepted a trade of his.
no, you needed a tight end because you were running out Kyle Pitts, I believe.
No, I don't. No, I wasn't running out anyone.
Oh, because you had Dalton Kincaid. That's what you had.
Kincaid, who had just got injured.
Right.
I was subbing out AJ Barner. But
Jamie says pick up Castillo. There's no need for anybody to pick anybody up because neither of us in the playoffs in that league.
I'm not in the playoffs thanks to Justin. He traded
okay, so
80
let's
points.
tell the story. Tell the trade so that we can discuss how awesome I did in this trade.
God, you traded Waddle for Brees Hall, Waddle and Freiermuth for Brees Hall and a first. Ooh, wow, yeah,
I traded Waddle, Freiermuth, and a 25 third from Manola, who's a playoff team. So that's essentially a fourth for Brees Hall and his Stompy's 2026 first, which I don't know if you've looked, but his quarterback room is Anthony Richardson and nobody.
Well, Stompy's been pretty good. Stompy's been churning through.
I'm looking forward to. Well, yeah, because he had Daniel Jones and Gardner Minshew. Well, how's that going to work out next year? I'm really looking forward to the 2026 draft with that pick right there. I think it's a top 4 pick, maybe top 5, something like that.
And whatever. You're trying to sugarcoat it right now, but
No, I killed that trade.
You killed your partner. You killed me. I was rolling into the playoffs with a fucking head of steam. We're gonna track this I'm tracking the rest of the playoffs.
Okay, make sure
I'm inserting my team into the playoffs.
Make sure that you
15 years ago
set your lineup and we'll see how you did.
I'm totally doing that.
Yeah.
The 15 to 20 years ago me would probably not be friends with you anymore. Now I don't give a shit. Because I don't now I've matured. I don't really necessarily care.
Well, now you're in like 13 leagues, so it's not a big deal.
Right. It's not the total end of the world because I'll be coming back strong next season, and I hope that I lose in the playoffs that I'm not in. I want to lose now, so because if I end up winning, I'll be really salty.
Oh, right. Yeah, you better throw up a dud in next week. And then I don't have to hear this shit from you anymore.
Speaking of salty, Jonathan Brooks.
Oh man, you okay, buddy?
I have him everywhere.
You need a virtual hug.
I have him everywhere.
You need a virtual hug.
I traded Zay Flowers and Brian Thomas Jr. for Brooks and like probably a crappy piece.
I feel like I had him somewhere and I traded him or something. Oh, I have him in the OG league. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. That's done. But
I mean, potential buy opportunity for the guy for like folks that are talking like where we are right now.
do you really want to buy a guy who's torn his ACL twice?
Dude, would you float a third out to the Brooks GM?
I don't think they're selling for a third though.
Late
Because they can
second?
put him right on the IR. Like he's going to be in the IR all year next year. So it's not like
You're
they'll
not
take
getting him. Yeah. And yeah.
Don't sell if you have Jonathan Brooks. Don't sell for a third, people.
Yeah.
If you can get an early second for him, I would do that. And depending on how the draft unfolds, maybe even a mid second.
I would easily cash out on an early to or mid second.
Yeah,
because you're getting that production for an entire year.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be running backs in this draft class that are going to have opportunities there. So, and Chuba Hubbard all of a sudden becomes absolutely viable for next year too.
My redraft home league, man, Chuba, I put him on the bench this week just because Brooks was eating into him, and now he's subbing out Bucky Irving, who tried to screw me this week, but he could not, thanks to Josh Allen's 56 points and Puka's 42 and Garrett Wilson and Waddle 20 points each. Fuck, what a nice. I mean, I had some nice combinations of players in a few leagues where my score was just one of those great weeks.
Okay, well, are you ready for the ultimate combination of players? Because this is a 5-year-old league, and all right. So this year I have outscored the field. I'm averaging 188, so a very good, respectable score. The record in this league was 303.1. At halftime of this game, I have 306.4 points with Jamar Chase still going.
Nice.
Josh Allen got 66 in this format. Zach Charbonnet with 46. Kyron Williams, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle.
Yep.
It got silly real quick. I was playing the guy. We were playing for the 1 seed. It was the 1-2 matchup. I was actually the 2 seed because I was a game behind him, although I had scored more points. I'm beating him by 100 points right now, and he had a very good week at 205.
Nice.
205, and I'm beating him by 100.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm in one of my redraft leagues. I was like 27 points behind second and 26 points behind third place. I was in fourth. I scored 160, and they're both in the like 80 to 90 range, or no, one guy scored 122, but I scored 160. So I'm going to take the 2 seed there and get a first round bye. That one's a $200 buy-in. So that's a big one right there. You're muted. I know this is shocking to everyone here, but Larry is talking with the mute button again.
Yeah, I was. There's nothing valuable that I could have added there.
Jamie said he tried to sell Nick Chubb in a third for Hubbard last week. It was declined. Yeah, because Nick Chubb is washed. That dude's toast. He looks like shit out there.
So
if you want 3 yards in a cloud of dust, that's your guy right there. 2-3 yards, about what you can expect.
So the scoring record in the Hogs League, start 13, 1.75 tight end, 12 team, 160. Is it 160?
No way.
260.
Okay. Yeah,
so 260. I'm currently at 291.
Wow.
With Gesicki in my superflex spot.
Yeah.
And Jamar Chase going. And I had Jaden Reed.
So 260 was the record?
Yeah.
And you've got 294 or something?
292 with Chase, with another half of Chase and Gesicki. So I'm trying to hit that 300 mark.
Starters is that? Is that 11 starters?
It's 13.
13 starters?
6, 7. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
But I have Gesicki in my superflex spot, Darnold as my QB1, 43 points. I mean, we could talk about Sam Darnold if you want. 5 touchdowns, 347 yards, 22.
So I wrote a tweet a couple weeks ago, and I think he read that tweet because he said, "Fuck you, run DFF."
He did. Me and Me and Sam right here. There he is,
Yeah, old Sammy.
right in the middle. Yep.
Yeah, he's the only one that gets to stay on that wall long term.
Yeah, he's been there the
Drew-
longest. I'm pissed. I had a full body Sam, and I pulled it down like way back when.
Yeah.
I was in a different part of the basement here. That stinks. A full body Sam would be money right now. He would consume the back wall. No one else would be there.
Yeah, that's true. Would you sell Nick Chubb in a 2026 second for Hubbard? Sure.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, because Nick Chubb means nothing.
I feel like Nick Chubb is worthless.
Absolutely worthless.
Like Nick Chubb he's a sweetener.
No, he's a throw.
Right.
Throw, not a sweetener.
Yeah. There's no sweetener. He is a throw-in.
Right.
So the question is, no one who has Hubbard is going to trade him for a second.
Yeah, I think you got to hope that pays off.
Yeah. Bucky with his bad back. I'm not messing with him. I'm not messing with bad backs. Gonna put him on the bench.
Yep. Nick Chubb is only 28, dude. Only 28 is ancient for running backs. Don't let what's going on. This is Jamie in the chat again.
Yes.
Don't let what's going on with Derrick Henry fool people into thinking that guys in their like late 20s, early 30s are still going to be productive running backs. This is not like the norm these days.
Yeah, Hubbard. Yeah,
and Chubb has had injury issues. It's not like Chubb has been healthy this whole time. He's been banged up here and there for quite a long time. I mean, first of all, I don't know if y'all remember, but on my wedding day back in 2015, that mug's knee just went into like 7 different directions.
Yeah, that's what it was, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you remember that. Happy Nick Chubb busted knee day.
10, 15, 15. That knee just blew up.
Interesting. Yeah. You know what? I mean, Chuba could be worth a first, a late first. I'd give up a late first for him. He's locked in he's locked in next season.
I don't think I'd give up a late first because we don't know what they're going to do. It's what I tell people all the time. You don't know what they're going to do in the offseason.
You know what?
They could absolutely add somebody else and just say, you know what, Brooks is on the sideline the whole time.
Well, they have to add someone because they don't have a
right.
1B.
I mean somebody significant. I don't mean like, oh no, just a guy. I mean somebody significant, a potential threat to carries and whatnot.
Right. So
how's your playoff scenario looking for your leagues? You having a year for the ages like I am?
Last year was a year for the ages. I did very well last year. The year prior to last year, I was terrible. A lot of like up and coming teams. Last year was money. This year, I'm kind of half and half. We'll see how it goes. I'm in the playoffs. Like I said, I finished a couple of charity leagues in 7th place, which was weird. That I was commonly in 7th place. Like 3 leagues, I finished in just right outside the door. The Daddy-O's I missed out on that. That went down to the wire. So, but this is the league I shot myself in the foot in multiple times. That's I changed the settings on day one because people were going nuts about the kick return yardage, which fucked up my team, and I lost 2 wins. So I started out 0-4 instead of 2-4, and then I just started trading guys away. I traded Jamar Chase, who was a top scorer in this league format.
Sure.
But yeah, so I outside looking in, but that's cool. Had Brooks wasting away on a spot all season, which is a keeper league. So I was like, oh, he's going to be my. I was zeroing in on him as one of my keepers. So that's out the window now.
Yeah. Speaking of charity leagues, have you checked the SFB standings?
I have not.
Do you know who's at the top of the standings right now?
No.
You might want to look.
Let me see. Scott Fish Bowl. Scott
I'm gonna let you get there yourself.
leaderboard. Scott Fishbowl leaderboard.
You go to playoffs.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
What am I doing here? Playoffs. Playoffs
Go
round
to-
1.
No, round 3.
We're at round 3. Are you serious?
I am serious. My boy Steady Eddie.
Are you kidding
Steady
me?
Eddie in first place.
This guy didn't even text me.
I don't know if he knows. First freaking
Wow.
place, man.
Holy moly.
Yeah. He scored 271 this week to maintain up there. Holy
Wow.
crap. His average is 214.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie, rocking it, man. Rocking at the top. I don't know if he's still got anybody going or not, but geez,
He sent me a text. I think it's Josh Allen. He had sent me a text
Oh, well, if you had Josh Allen
during
yeah.
the games. But holy moly. Yeah, Allen got him 55 in SFB.
Yeah.
He goes, he loved the yeah.
Steady Eddie killing it.
He definitely knows he's in first place. He definitely does. I don't know why he's fucking didn't tell me. He's just texting me. He told me, he texted me his final score. Of course he knows where he is at. He didn't.
Well, he may not have gone to the SFB leaderboard and looked to see what the playoffs look like. And I don't know what it's going to look like after tonight, but right now.
Wow. Holy moly.
Yeah. Our boy.
Steady
Our boy.
Eddie. Remember the
Hot sauce
Patreon.
Nation.
Hey, the Patreon, baby. Credit the Hot Sauce Pod for Steady
Hey.
Eddie's success.
Okay, so not to take too much credit, but we are the reason he's in the SFB. So
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, we rallied for him.
Yep.
We went to bat. So yeah.
Well, hold on.
He'll tell people that.
What? How many weeks are there left?
What, 2? 3? I don't know. Quarterfinals, semis, finals. 3 weeks left after this.
That's great.
Yeah.
Fucking Steady Eddie, baby. Yes. Are you kidding me?
I get lots of
Where is he?
private texts from him when he's making a deal with you.
Ah.
Or
you
were
don't
you
make
trying
too many deals.
or were you trying to rip him off for Brock Bowers?
Oh, I offered him like 3 firsts or 2 firsts for Bauer. Did I
two.
offer him 3 firsts?
You
Or
offered
2?
him. I think you offered him. Did you offer him a Olave and 2 firsts? Might have
Yeah,
been
I offered
Olave.
him Olave and 2 firsts for Bowers. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
but one of those was a 111. So wasn't it?
Oh, so what? 2 firsts
No.
and Olave.
But you said Olave for Garindo and Bowers. So
No, what are you talking about?
it was 111, 104 on Olave for Garindo and Bowers.
Oh, well, yeah, man. I was starting.
I mean, I don't think it's that crazy, but Bowers is. I think Bowers is absolutely the most valuable non-quarterback in Superflex in a tight end premium league. Jamie said he offered the 104 for Bowers. You couldn't get him for the 101 from me right now. Not even close. I wouldn't give you Bowers for the 101. You'd need a lot more.
Right.
Yeah. The 104, it's shocking the guy even considered it. And he's smart for backing out. Because, yeah, the 104 ain't even that. Nope.
104.
That's like Shedeur Sanders or Luther Burden or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing
I'm
a
like-
Cam Ward, maybe. No, I couldn't do
I'm still thinking about Steady and the SFB right here, baby.
it. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Are you texting him right now? What's going on?
I'm finding the link where he gets in. I found the thing where he gets in. Like Outhouse brought him, and they like corresponded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie says he'd rather have GT over Bowers if the 101 wasn't my pick. You're crazy. Especially in any kind of tight end premium, you're crazy, man. There's the positional advantage you get with a Brock Bowers over someone out there starting freaking Mike Gesicki or Jake Ferguson. It's ridiculous.
Well,
On a week-to-week basis.
He's got the target share.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Not a
leaderboard.
chance.
All right, playoffs.
I'm sorry, but McBride is good, but he doesn't have the same upside that Bowers has. McBride still hasn't scored a touchdown this year, has he? That's crazy.
Nope.
I think he's on pace for the most catches by a tight end without a touchdown. Something like that. It's pretty incredible. I'm not betting against him getting one, though. I mean, there's still 4 games left or something like that. What week are we in? 14? Yeah, four games left. Oh, man. So, yeah,
right.
I got a bye in both my home leagues. I got the number 1 seed with this monster week from everybody on my roster, basically. And I've completed the greatest season in Hot Sauce League history. 4-2, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I just I needed a few points from Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb to overcome Sucker Punch.
So, right. So the Bengals and Cowboys are playing right now. Good game, 17-17. Have you watched any of it at all?
I just turned this on when I sat down to record. I was putting the kids to sleep. So I saw this last drive, which looked nice from the Cowboys, of course, because the Bengals defense is atrocious.
Nice.
So, and Chase is just going to rack up some more points and more yards and points for me. I'm wondering how high this record is going to go that I just set in that league. Like how high can it go? Can I get to 320, 330, you know? I'm not putting anything past Ja'Marr Chase. Nothing at all. Oh, man.
Yeah, well.
So,
have you made any trades this week besides the one where you stabbed me in the back and ruined my fucking my fucking opportunity to win a second 16 league title?
Look, I told you, you sit on your hands all year and you're going to end up getting screwed. And guess what? You sat on your hands. You were like, oh, I'm fine. I told you weeks ago. I told you weeks ago, Larry, you were going to need the tiebreaker. You need to make some moves. And
I bet you if I had never said a word about Stompy in our matchup, you would.
I had already sent offers to Manolo. Like the Manolo offer I sent. Hold on, let me see here. I'm gonna go look because I had already made.
I don't give a shit about Manolo. Trade all you want with him.
Well, it wouldn't have helped you because I'd have given up all them points.
I would have loved Manolo to get those points. He can get all those points.
Top 5 dynasty wide receiver or Bowers in the chat. I'm taking Bowers. I think he's the most valuable in it. We only play tight end premium. I think he's the most valuable non-QB in Superflex.
Neighbors or Bowers?
Bowers. Neighbors isn't in the conversation. His second half of this season hasn't been great. Ja'Marr Chase or Brock Bowers, Larry?
In a 1.75?
Yeah.
Chase has those like he doesn't have a boom week. He has like a boom.
You're right. He has a nuclear week. Yeah. Right. He does not boom. He goes nuclear. You're right about that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Chase or Bowers? I'd have to go Chase.
Let's see. I think I'm taking Bowers. That's
I have more of a sample with Chase.
And I'll tell you what, Ja'Marr Chase and Justin Jefferson are in the same tier again for me.
And Chase has a quarterback also. Who knows when the Raiders are going to get it right? I mean, Chase just caught like his 10th ball in the night right
I
now.
know. Yeah. He over 100 yards with that play, I think. Right at 100 yards. So, yeah. And Higgins is just out there blocking downfield. That's all he's doing. Yep.
I got into a couple of back and forths with some folks trading. I've been trying to trade Chase auto pick Brown.
Sure.
Been trying to.
Why are you trying to trade him?
Still trying to get rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, the second has sailed. The second round pick for Rodgers is that ship sailed long ago. I mean, but you can't sell him for a third.
It's true. You can't. You absolutely cannot.
I mean, what Rodgers and a second, fourth, Rodgers and a third for a second.
You could try that. The problem is that Rodgers doesn't score points either. Like,
But here's the thing: he is 1,000 yards. He's about to set because the Jets have never had a real quarterback ever. He's about to set like all the passing records. So they're all within reach for the next 4 games. So I feel like they're just going to let him light it up and get all these records. I feel like he's like, I want all the records. You know,
okay,
he's totally aware. They're totally aware of that. Like he just needs like 1,000 yards to be like he needs to average 250 yards a game.
Which is the problem. He ain't thrown. His game log doesn't say 250 yards, 250 yards, 250 yards.
Well, he just had a big passing game yesterday, and I feel like if they have nothing else to play for, they'll probably Rodgers is probably like, you know what, I can get all these records for just flinging the ball, slinging it around. Why not?
Yeah, officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Right.
How they weren't eliminated before last week, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow just get picked off? He did.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Oh, wait. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and IDP leagues getting a tackle there.
Wow.
Yep. That's only Joe Burrow's 6th interception of the year with all these touchdowns he's thrown.
I cannot get no, you can't get a second for Aaron Rodgers. I cannot get a first for Sam Darnold.
And I'm not surprised by that, but you should probably try Sam Darnold in a second for a first. If it's like a comparable second to the first as far as in the round.
Yeah. I guess that's probably the best. I turned down a first and second for Darnold and Brown. What do you think about that? I turned that down.
I don't know. That's tough. Somebody's going to throw money at Darnold next year.
Right.
I mean, the Titans or the Jets.
Or the Vikings. And they might just trade McCarthy for a haul. They could they could cash out on McCarthy with a first and add a piece around Darnold.
Yeah, they could. I wonder how they feel about that.
Because the word on the street is like he would be the 101 this year in this quarterback draft.
I don't know if he would be over Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward in like NFL circles. I don't know.
That's what I mean.
I've heard
that from Mel Kiper.
I think the NFL really likes Shedeur Sanders. And this is what I said it in the chat the other day. But what's encouraging about Shedeur is he's under pressure all the time, and he can play under pressure.
He doesn't get hurt either.
He doesn't. But I don't care about that because players it's the NFL. Players are going to get hurt here and there. But the fact that, because usually we're looking at quarterbacks from big schools like Alabama that don't get touched, and so they spend their entire career just sitting back there playing flag football. And now they go into the NFL where it's a whole lot different. Well, Shedeur has been playing with that scenario his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Because that offensive line has been pitiful.
Well, who knows? There's no rhyme or reason to these quarterbacks' success.
I'm buying more and more into Sanders, and I think I said it last week or something. I got to admit I was wrong about Dion in Colorado. I thought they were going to be awful. And they won 9 or 10 games or something. I don't know. It was a lot. 9 games, I think.
9 or 10 games. Oh, I don't know. I just learned that there's a new playoff in college basketball, football.
Oh, you didn't know the 12-team playoff and all that?
No, I didn't. I don't know how I missed that.
Well, it didn't matter to me because Georgia won the SEC championship, baby.
So what does that mean? So are they like the number 1 seed?
They would have been in the 4-team playoff. They would have been in the 4-teamer.
Oh,
doesn't matter. They got the number 2 seed in a bye. They beat Texas twice this year, which is pretty big.
So I'm happy to sell Darnold and Chase Brown for a first each, But if not, I'll just hold them because I feel like their roles are secure next season.
Yeah.
Both of them in some
I like
capacity
Chase
on
Brown.
some team.
Right. Yeah. I'm going back to the Aaron Rodgers for a third. I think I'd sell him for anything. If somebody gave me a late third, I'd sell him. I think there's a really good chance he retires. I think there's a good chance that the Jets cut him and nobody wants him. Nobody. Like, what good does he do on the Titans? What at 40 going on 41? What good does he do on the Raiders? Like, I think that he might just not be employed next year. Take anything.
Yep.
Anything.
Well, who else? I think I made another trade. What man? I gotta get on that Simpson feed. What channel is that? ESPN? Where the Simpsons are Simpson pick? The OJ Simpsons? Was that ESPN? A fourth to get an early third. Ugh, Rodgers for an early third. Oof. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. Oh, Disney. You know what? Do I feel like going through? Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Going to Disney, baby. Gonna get the Disney feed while Run DFF takes care of his technical difficulties. Right now, he's sharpening his knife so he could stab someone else in the back. Yes. Unbelievable. Run DFF. There we go. Bengals, Cowboys, watch live. I'm assuming this is the straight up little right too. Oh, so this is just the game without the Simpsons, or do the Simpsons pop in and out, or how's it working there? Oh, here we go. Got it. Okay. What's the question? Oh, the Browns with Darnold. He worked out for them when he was a rookie, when he was coming in. Oh, fucking! What's your question? Rodgers picking his nose. Oh, okay. Cooper Rush. I'm watching the Disney feed. Drinking my drippy, my cannabis infused, high-minded soda. Use code Dynasty when you go to drippy.com. Get a discount. Run DFF he's disappointed. He just found out that he made another deal with the devil. So that's what's going to happen. So now when Run DFF goes to fucking make a run, I'm just going to do that to him. And he's going to feel the pain that I have felt. Like, he took me out of when you win a 16-team Superflex tight end premium league, that's like a big deal. What's your question, dude? Are you getting baked again? Oh, here we go, baby.
Something's going on with my internet. So,
the internet.
Yep. So I'm on the phone now, but now I can't even see the game. This bullshit.
Oh, you're on the well, what's the matter with the internet?
Wouldn't reset the router, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. So might be shut
All
off.
Yeah, hop on. If Jamie wants to hop on.
Wi-Fi
Fuck it,
is
man.
back up. It says no internet.
So what the hell's the matter with your internet?
Try this again.
I put on the Simpsons feed.
My problem is I live in Mississippi. All right, I'm coming into the. I'm exiting the phone and entering via the.
Oh, look at this!
Let me on back in here. Let's see.
Wow, look at that. The audio just went
Yeah,
from like a D to an A.
Yeah, well, I go from my headset to my mic. That changes things. Now I just need the game to get going again. Internet's working, YouTube. Internet's working.
Right. So
Did you send Jamie the oh, there it is. Okay. It's in the chat. Yeah.
oh, look at this. So Shane just traded for Chase Brown in the Run and Gun League. Chase
Who did?
Brown for a first and a fifth.
So
So
first.
Chase Brown for a first.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. How hard is
Continue.
that? And
Should we do a Chase Brown value check?
Why not a Chase
Why not?
Brown value check? Auto pick Brown, baby. That's how I call him. Was fucking Dickie. It's one of Dickie's leagues. They changed the time, the timer in the middle of the draft, and like didn't tell me what was on the clock. And next thing you know, I got auto picked Chase Brown. Auto pick. So auto pick Brown, baby. I've known who Chase Brown was since he came into the league as a rookie. Chase Brown. And you know who I wanted with that pick? Luke Musgrave.
Congratulations on not getting on.
Yeah, that's what I was upset about. I was pissed.
Your whole season.
This is a 2-point tight end. So I was like, what the fuck, man? Luke Musgrave, bitch. So what am I doing? Okay, here we go. Let's go with trade finder. Chase auto pick Brown. Man.
Let's see it.
Where are you, Mr. Chase? There he is. Chase Brown. The only parameter I put in is Superflex. Oh, filter results. And then, as always, with this DLF, here we go. Chase Brown, a 25-2 and a 26-2.
It's fair, but I'll take Chase Brown.
Yeah, I don't want 2 2s. Chase Brown at 2-3-4. Jalen Coker.
Yeah, Jalen Coker doesn't mean anything. So again, Chase Brown.
Everything but the first for Chase Brown on that one.
Would you take 3 seconds for Chase Brown?
No.
I would. I would take 3 seconds and just take shots on running back, assuming that the rosters were deep enough that 3 seconds isn't just a bunch of cloggers.
Here's Chase Brown for Jonnu Smith and a 26-second.
I think I want Chase Brown there, but man, Jonnu Smith has been really good. I had no idea Tua even knew what a tight end looked like.
Yeah.
The way he treated Mike Gesicki when he was there.
Chase Brown or David Montgomery?
Might as well just take Chase Brown on the volume and the youth. Right? What are you doing there?
That's man. Chase Brown's been so money. David Montgomery's been it's been a stud too on that offense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with Chase Brown just because he's a fresher legs.
Well, he's going to get that volume that we can't really guarantee that Montgomery gets, And Monty's what, 28 or something like that? Chase Brown's like 24. That's not nothing.
Look at this one. Chase Brown, DJ Moore, Cade Otton, CMC, Ricky Pearsall, Dallas Goedert.
Okay, say that again.
Chase Brown, DJ Moore, Cade Otton. CMC, Ricky Pearsall, Dallas Goedert.
See, I don't know why. All right. Chase Brown over CMC.
Yep.
I can't.
More over Pearsall. easily.
Yeah, or with Pearsall. And then Kate Otten and Goddard. Give me Kate Otten. I like the three pieces on the other side more than like each one of those individually, position to position.
Because that's the CMC GMs are just they still that CMC, CMC. Yeah.
I've got Christian McCaffrey. I've got a buy in both leagues that I have him. I'm going to be trying to move him post buy. I'm not going to in any league I have a buy in. I'm not making a move this week because I don't want to end up trading for an injured player. But you know what the best thing about having a buy is? You get to watch the teams that lose in week 1 and then just pounce. It's beautiful. So I'm going to be trying to work those two teams that lose next week. I'm going to be trying to work their rosters and see what I can find off of them.
Yep. Steady Eddie. Yep. I don't know what he's up to, but
Well, we just got eliminated from the eliminator.
No, we didn't.
We did.
Are you fucking serious?
I think so.
No.
Yep.
No.
Brandon Aubrey just kicked a field goal. I believe we are done. I'm going to pull it up. We can flush ourselves.
Are you kidding me? This was the week we were supposed to lose.
We knew it was going to be close.
Shit.
And it was close because Ross Batko was only like a point ahead of us. And I was hoping his punter would lose some points because they do like averages.
Well, Ike McNorman was at the bottom for most of the weekend.
Yep.
Rico Dowdle with 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, man. That's it.
129.
Because let's see, Sean, Bradley vote, and
Kellogg's out.
Kellogg's out. Yep.
Yep. No, that's terrible. I can't believe it. We have no one going.
Nope, we're done. That's it.
We knew it this week. We called this going to be the tough week.
Yep. We lost by less than a point to Ross Batko. We needed just a smidge more. That's what it comes down to.
124-7.
123-8.
He's got nobody going right now. He's done.
He's done too. He had the Chiefs punter last night, and all we needed was for his punter to have just one bad punt because I think it uses average punt yards or something, and he didn't, and that was that.
And of course, the Jets punter fucks us with 9 points. Doesn't make it into the green.
Mm-hmm. Well, he actually wasn't all that good this year. His average was 11.7. He was one of our worst punters.
Singletary, come on, Singletary, 2 rushes for 8 yards.
And then everything else just bye weeks. Jaden Daniels, Drake May on a bye, Tucker on a bye. So,
look at this guy.
Oh, got a visitor.
What's up, man? Jamie Perogue.
What's up?
No nose picking, all right? That's all I'm asking. No nose picking.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
We're just lamenting on our terrible. This is a terrible day.
You came just in time for us to flush ourselves out of the eliminator.
We had the best team, one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah,
this was disappointing.
Bye week hell this week. Bye week hell.
This was the week, Bill. This is the week we talked about. We needed Hurts to come through for us, and he kind of did, but
Hurts was fine. No, everybody was fine for our team. Nobody stood out.
Yeah.
So we might as well just do this and get it over with. Let's head to the bathroom where we can.
Uh-oh.
Where'd Jamie go?
I don't know.
Did you boot him off for the bathroom?
I didn't.
Well, it's a very private affair we have in here, going to the restroom. Go ahead and give us our shit sounds because we had a shit week.
I can't believe it. This one hurts.
Yep. And you know what? We actually had a decent week out of Amari Cooper. It was just decent from everybody.
No,
Everybody scored between 10 and 17.
everybody was mediocre. You know what? When Cooper Cup, because I knew I knew Hurts was having a decent day. When I saw Cooper Cup score,
right.
I saw a Boswell field goal, and I was like, okay. I thought of the eliminator. I saw the Cooper Cup touchdown. I was like, okay, that should lock us in right there. I didn't really notice
that no one had a blow up game. Yeah.
No blow up game. Everyone was mediocre.
And mediocre is shit in the end of a eliminator. And so for that reason,
dang it. Fucking loser.
Shit. Gotta go.
This is unreal.
We're the biggest fucking losers this week.
Oh my God.
Jamar Chase, though. Woo-hoo-hoo. Still piling up points. I had hope. Ike was at halftime. Ike was still down 12 points on us. But Rico Dowdle and Brandon Aubrey solved that problem real quick for him. A couple big plays.
See. I'm sitting at 299 on my my record-breaking week. About to hit the 300 mark.
I don't know what I am after that catch, but I'm right now at 314 on my record-setting week. 314.
With
away.
Gesicki 1 for 1 with 5 yards. Yeah, that's why you don't trade for Gesicki. That's why you don't give up Dallas Goedert, who at least will.
Ooh, DDCL. I'm at 208, 209. The high score right now is 227 for this week. We could get there. Come on, Jamar. Let's go. Come on, Chase. I got Chase and Rico Dowdle going. I could get there. That'd be my third week that I've led in scoring if I got there with if I get to 227.
Chase Brown.
Eddie has 227. Eddie from the HQ chat.
I'm still disappointed in this limit. I can't still thinking about the eliminator. Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to move past it. I don't want to ruin my whole night.
Yeah, that's disappointing. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 teams left. I cannot believe this.
Mm-hmm.
The second highest scoring team.
Congrats to those guys, though. Congrats to them. They're having a hell of a season. I think this is Sean Robinson, the FF Koala. It's his to lose. He was 120 points better than us entering the week.
He's in a number of eliminators, and I think he figured out the cheat code.
Well, whatever he's got, because he also had a bunch of buys.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's alive.
He has Lamar Jackson in his lineup on a buy. He's got a 0 in his lineup, and he's just survived.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's got Sam Darnold, Lamar Jackson. That's all he has. But he's got Brian Robinson, Mark Andrews on bye. So he could, he's a real contender. Trey McBride, he went really tight and heavy. Brock Bowers, Tyler Conklin, and Jawan Johnson all are all in his roster. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tight ends on his 22-man or whatever it is roster. It's not 22, it's like 17 or something.
Garendo looked fantastic.
He also drafted a coach. Did you see that?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that was probably like, let's get a coach.
Right.
Their coaches are backwards, though.
They are. A loss is a win in the eliminators. All right. Where are you guys ranking St. Brown, Neighbors, and Puka next year in Dynasty? Anybody watch Puka lately? He's the wide receiver 1 there.
Whoa, it's hard to, man.
I know.
He's just like forever will be underrated just because of his draft position.
No, it's because injuries. That guy.
He said one significant one. He had
no. He's had one bad one in the pros, and it's only his second year. He was a disaster in college.
Oh, okay.
He only played like 20-something games or something. I can't remember.
That was a knock on him.
Yeah, that's why he fell in the draft a bunch because he couldn't stay healthy in college. I'm gonna pull this up because I'm curious how many games he played. It was he played 32 in 4 years. 8, 3, 12, 9 was his 4-year stretch. So he only played 1 full year.
You putting these 3 guys in a first round of a Superflex?
No. Well, probably not. Because I got Jamar Chase and Jefferson and Bowers. I got a bunch of quarterbacks. You know, it'd be hard to. Who was that? Gesicki? Let's see. Are you taking any of them over CeeDee Lamb? Or is CeeDee Lamb still the wide receiver 3?
Yeah, I'm taking them over CeeDee Lamb because listen, I'm a dynasty guy that there's a little personal stuff with me. I mean, I love CeeDee Lamb and I have him in a few spots, but if I have my choice of these guys, where am I taking CeeDee Lamb? I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. Man, I'm taking him before Puka.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So are any of these guys getting over CeeDee Lamb? Is Neighbors getting over CeeDee Lamb?
No.
Is
I'm
Saint
still
and Amaraga getting over CeeDee Lamb? No.
No, I'm still going
Okay,
CeeDee Lamb.
So when we're talking about the first round of a startup, are you taking Brock Bowers over these guys, or where is he that for you in this mix?
I mean, Bowers. I'm taking Bowers over probably St. Brown and Puka.
And Neighbors,
And
right?
Maybe. Yeah.
And probably Puka.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking Neighbors in the first round of a draft.
See, that's where I'm getting at. I'm eliminating these guys from the first round because now we have Jefferson, Lamb, and Chase and Bowers above them. That's 4. And I'm sure we have 8 quarterbacks we could take over them. I'm positive of that. We could go Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. Jamie, he's like wide receiver 3, 4. Yeah. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Jaden Daniels. I mean, it's just it would be hard to once you get down to brass tacks. It'd be hard to put any of these guys in the first round. They're early second round picks.
So here we go with this some DLF Superflex ADP. It's November, and who knows when exactly in November.
Right.
But this will give you a ballpark of where some folks are. You look at Malik Neighbors there at 12 on the turn, taken after CeeDee Lamb and before St. Brown.
Yep. The only problem is Brock Bowers isn't there.
Yeah, where do you see Brock Bowers?
He's
I
not.
mean, they're not going to incorporate. This is just very vanilla,
right?
Dynasty League Superflex. That's the.
But that's what I'm saying.
The big bell and whistle there is it's a Superflex League.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the only issue with this whole mock is that Brock Bowers is not in the equation. Because I mean, you're not taking Garrett Wilson and Brian Thomas over Brock Bowers. But then again, people have not the Brock Bowers hype train is in full effect now. So
only in a premium.
Well, yeah, but all we play is premium. So
right.
Yeah. So he's going to be way higher than that in leagues that we play, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, where does he fall in this draft? 3rd round, like 30s?
Yeah, he's like 29.
Yeah, so he's 3rd round. Yeah, and scrolled that far.
28th overall
right.
pick.
You've got this thing right in the middle of the screen here. I can't see.
Oh my God.
There we go. Yeah.
How about Jaden Daniels right there, right after Josh Allen?
And that's too high. If I tried to trade Jaden Daniels for Lamar Jackson in a league, I couldn't get it done. It was the package deal. It wasn't just Jaden Daniels for Lamar Jackson. But in fact, I'll pull the trade because I'm curious to see
what it tells you how much Jaden Daniels was worth right here.
Right. No, it wasn't that league.
Where you at T-Law? What you paying? What you giving up for him?
I don't want to give up anything for him.
You don't want him at all, for
Mm.
even if the price is right.
I,
What's a right price for T-Law?
I don't know. He's a QB2 for me. No, he's QB 15, QB 14, something like that.
Right.
So I just that's not the type of player I go and look for.
You see, if I'm veering off the yellow brick road here.
Sure.
If I'm looking to make a run in the playoffs, I'm using a second round pick to do it, to get my piece. Like, why wouldn't you pay a second if you wanted?
Who are you getting for a second?
I'm still thinking about Aaron Rodgers.
Well, no, I'm not giving. Why would you want Aaron Rodgers? Why not just go trade for Geno Smith? Pay a little bit more.
Geno Smith guy's going to give you because my
No,
point is this. Well, this is
I
my
just
point.
said pay a little bit more and get a Geno Smith.
Right, like on the season, Justin Herbert's the QB 14, Aaron Rodgers QB 16, but you're not getting. But none of those quarterbacks.
The problem is you're literally risking that you're gonna get somebody for 4 weeks or 3 weeks really, because that's all we have left. 3 weeks, and then you're gonna be done.
But that's the cheapest quarterback in that tier. That's my point.
Yeah.
So when I was going back and forth with this one guy in the Superflex Army, this league, that was my argument. I was like, you have he has one quarterback.
Okay, so you want to hear the offer I made?
Sure.
It was Jaden Daniels and 2 seconds for Jalen Hurts and George Kittle.
How was Jaden Daniels for Hurts and Kittle?
Jaden Daniels in 2 seconds for Hurts and Kittle.
And they got turned down.
Yeah, and it's a non-playoff team. That was Scott Sidlow. I was surprised he didn't make the move.
No, it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. I can see someone not wanting.
I thought it was a fair offer, especially for someone who's not a playoff team.
Was this before this weekend? I mean, Hurts has just been
right.
Mr. Consistency.
It was because I wanted. I had Jaden Daniels, who was on a bye, obviously, and I needed to win this week. Had I won, I'd have been in the playoffs. I did not win. Couldn't get a deal done anywhere. And not without just ridiculously overpaying. And I had Breece Hall out, so that hurt. I had Bucky Irving, who of course got hurt. It was a midweek for me. And Scott, I played Sidlow. So this would have been a big swing for me. I was trying to do what Stompy did. He scored
You mean what you did?
Right. He scored 183. I would have gotten 55 out of that duo, 28 and 27 from Kittle. And so instead of 128, I'd have had something like 150, 160, and he'd have had much less, obviously. So I tried to swing it and, try to do the swing, and it did not work. And I didn't get a counter or anything. I was like, well, I guess we're not making a deal. But
right.
I thought that I was trying to make that happen, because if I won, I was in. But I won't get in. I was trying to move into the 5th spot instead of the 6th spot.
So here's like the quarterbacks. I don't know if you can see.
I can see. Go ahead.
You see where, and this league where I was going back and forth, where I was trying to sell Rodgers to a second for this guy, and that was his argument. He was like, I don't want to give you a second for a guy that's not going to be in the league next year.
Right.
Which is like, dude, it's just a second.
No,
no. And you're getting, and it's the guy has the same amount of points. He's 10 points off your QB1 because this dude has Herbert.
So, but who's his QB2?
Nobody, nothing.
Okay. Has he been putting a player in there in the flex, in the super flex, that's decent? Who did he start this week in the super flex?
Let's see.
That's an NFL league, so you'll just have to look at all the starters, because it doesn't designate a position in that one, does it?
Let me figure out the name of this dude. What was I playing him? Oh. Yeah, Herbert. He's playing like he had Trevor Lawrence. So he's
right, but who's he playing right now? Who's he starting right now? And
Well, he's playing like Trey McBride and TJ Hawkins. He's got Xavier Worthy. in
okay,
there.
well,
It's
so
Josh
Xavier
Palmer,
Worthy is
Josh
probably-
Palmer. He's got Andre Iosivis. He's got.
yeah, Silvis or whatever. Yeah, I can't pronounce that name either.
Right.
Yeah,
But he had Charbonnet who went berserk. And, I don't know, whatever.
right. Jamie says, "Go get Will Levis for that second." No, don't. That's another guy. Don't waste it.
Go get Will Levis for the second.
I cannot waste a pick on a guy who's going to give you like 12 points for the next 3 weeks.
Well,
and
hold
then
on. This is my point with the second for Rodgers. Like I said, like he's 1,000. He's going to be throwing the ball in the next few weeks.
I'm not sure he can throw the ball, Larry.
I guarantee he plays the Jaguars next week. I mean, I feel like he's going to put up some points on the Jaguars playing in Jacksonville.
I am just not confident that he can throw the ball. Like, does he have the ability to chuck it 40 times in the next 4 weeks? He's going to need 40 attempts to even come close to getting 250 yards a week. Like, he needed. I mean, he threw 39 times the last 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, he had 339 and 185. So he's basically averaging 250 yards with 40 attempts. That's shit. He had 3 consecutive weeks under 200 yards before this past week, before yesterday. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. I want nothing to do with his sorry ass. He's just not good. And the same thing with Will Levis. I don't want anything to do with him.
All right, that there you go. That's my other point. Like, who's the next QB you're getting a second for? That's a quarterback.
I don't know. I would rather pay up. I'd rather pay up for a legitimate quarterback that I can keep on my roster for at least a couple years, rather than just go get some piece of shit for nothing. I mean, like, if it was Joe Flacco and I'm getting 22 points a week out of him, a difference maker, sure, I'll give a second. But yes, I would give a second for Joe Flacco last year over a second for Aaron Rodgers or Will Levis this year. The hit rate for second round picks is roughly 25 to 35%. That's true. But the hit rate on Aaron Rodgers and Will Levis is 0%.
You don't know that.
They're terrible. Aaron Rodgers is
telling
dumb.
you, but the price is right though.
The price
You
isn't
have
right.
one quarterback on your team and you're in the playoffs.
You might as
Rodgers
well
for a second, or what else? Who you dropping a second on? What GM is going to trade?
go give a third for Aiden O'Connell and get the same shit.
Aiden
go spend-
O'Connell's out.
Go spend a third on Desmond Ridder. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter. You can't convince me to go buy a quarterback who's not going to be a difference maker and spend a second on him, knowing that he's likely not a quarterback next year. I can't get down with that. I'd rather go try and find an old ass running back, or go find something that I can get points from. What are we looking at here, Larry? Are you muted?
Yes, I'm muted.
Twice
Can you-
twice in one show. Nice. What are we looking at here? What's the point?
These are just the quarterbacks in this particular league. Their points scored. Superflex.
Why don't I just pay up for Tua Tagovailoa?
What are you
don't I-
going to pay for?
Why don't I just pay up for these are gettable guys? Why don't I just pay up for Matthew Stafford or pay up for Brock Purdy?
All right. What are you paying for Stafford?
I just give my late first for Stafford rather than try and go get the trash dump that is Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't have any need for guys that likely aren't starters next year or
You're
have
going to throw a first, but you're going to be throwing a first around?
Like I said, I'd rather pay up for a guy that I know I can keep on my roster for a couple years rather than just dump it on Aaron Rodgers and have nothing.
Well,
That's humble.
You paying a second for Jameis Winston?
Sure.
Well, no, I think Jameis Winston's worth more than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. But he's not worth
about the same as Stafford right now.
Right.
And then like you got the Tuas, the Geno Smiths, the Russell Wilsons right above them. I'd rather go get a Darnold.
Darnold's going to cost you a first.
Well, you were just saying, isn't Rodgers going to cost you a second? So wouldn't you rather pay up that first to get a quarterback that's going to get you more points now and in the next 4 years?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to dump picks on nothing. Like I don't want to just throw picks into the universe and be like, "Oh, that was fun. Oh well, bye."
All right. So say you only have a second. Where's the cutoff for quarterbacks for a second round pick?
Is it an early or a mid or a late?
I don't know.
I think Jameis Winston is the perfect go spend a second guy.
I mean, you could even go like Bryce Young if you want to take
I
a
don't think
risk.
you can get Bryce Young for a second right now because the people who drafted him, they have that sunk cost fallacy.
They're all back on board. They're on the Bryce Young train. No doubt.
Bryce Young apparently is great.
Because I have
Unless
Bryce
it's in a-
Young right around that Baker Mayfield, even Dak Prescott era. Like then you got the Sam Darnolds, Russ, Geno.
I'm about to go buy some Dak Prescott. I'm about to go
Dude.
find some playoff teams. I only have a few rosters, thankfully. Humble brag. I only have a few rosters that I didn't make playoffs in. I'm about to go find me some Dak Prescott.
I think Dak could be a great value right now. Someone dropped him in a 10-team league, Superflex. The commissioner did not put him back on a team. And
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, this is going to ruin the integrity of the league. So next year, I'm not going to be back.
Dude, that's pretty Bush League right there.
It is. So the guy that dropped him, he is new. I brought him in to the space.
The commissioner has to step in and be like, "Hey, this guy."
He apologized. Like legitimately, he said, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm a rookie. This is my first year. I won't make this mistake again." But he even said, like, the commissioner should put him back on his team.
Right.
So
Yeah,
what's that? What are you paying for Dak? A first?
I'd give it.
I would give a late first, like a 112, 111.
Yep.
Just what I paid for Baker Mayfield last year.
Which feels like a complete steal now. What about a second and a third? You think you can get that done, or 2 seconds?
If it's an early second and an early third, I think you can get Dak for that.
I think the only problem is that we're going to be trying to find Dak on rosters that need points. So you're going to have to be more creative with what you give up because picks won't probably get it done. You're going to need to find guys that are selling Dak for points. So like maybe you have an Aaron Jones or something. Can you sell Aaron Jones for Dak? That's a possibility. Something like that.
Aaron Jones for Dak. Yeah, currently sitting at QB 18 on the DLF ADP for November. 49th overall.
I have Jalen Waddle. You think I could sell him for Dak? That's
for Dak, I would try to get like a Bucky Irving.
See, I'm trying to buy,
even like a Chase Brown.
I'm trying to buy Dak, and Bucky Irving's hurt now, so I'm not sure. He's got that back issue that flared up. It was bad last week and flared up during the game. So I'm not sure that people who are buying points are going to be interested in Bucky Irving. You got to try and find a partner that you can sell with, that you can work with. And for anybody that's eliminated from the playoffs, they don't care about moving Dak. But guys that are in the playoffs, they might be interested in making that move.
I see.
So, Derrick Henry, if Derrick Henry's on any roster that's below 500, go buy him cheap.
If Derrick Henry's on your roster and you're below 500, go sell him for Dak. Go do that.
I haven't seen many rosters where Derrick Henry is below that 500 mark, but there's a few.
Jamar Chase, 15 targets, 11 receptions, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
314.7, Larry. 3.14.7. That's
Yeah,
what I'm at.
304 here with a donut from Reed. Ugh.
Yeah. Well,
The
I had
second-
I feel the same way. I had Kyle Pitts going. So that
Oh,
was
you got like one
3.65.
catch for 6 yards for Kyle
Yeah.
Pitts. Good job, man. Like
3.65 points and a 1.75.
I have a dynasty league where I have Kyle Pitts and I have Laporta. And I went into the year thinking, yeah, I'm gonna dominate my league. Both of them are outside my top 12 right now.
Right.
Yep. That's how it goes. I guess I should get rid of. Now I got players to dump. Now I'm not in the playoffs. I got a lot of. I could improve my team for next year a little bit. I would guess. This is exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to be making moves. The only thing I need to do in this league that I just set the record in is find a tight end. And I gotta look to see. Let's see. He could win, and what's the other one? I'm trying to look to see where because I either have the 103 or the 104. I'm trying to figure out who's the 10 Dynasty Freaks. He won. So if this guy gets 5 more points out of Jake Ferguson, I have no, I have the 104. So I have the 104, and I can probably package that with something to get a tight end. Like I'm gonna be shooting for Brock Bowers if I can. I can't remember who has him, but I'm gonna go look in a little while because I need some more.
Who's your tight end in that league?
Dallas Goedert, IR, Kyle Pitts.
Oh, so offer Pitts and a first.
And I'll offer Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I'll offer Kyle Pitts in the 101 because I have like Dulcich, Gerald Everett, and Tanner Hudson.
If you offer Kyle Pitts and a 101 for Bowers, ask for his second. Just open it up.
I'm not going to get it.
But at the least, you'll end up with his third.
Pitts in the 101.
I got Pitts in the 104 is what I can offer. I can offer the 104. It's an auction league, so that changes things a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But for someone who has a lot of auction money, that could work out. I don't know. It's going to depend on who has them, and I have not looked, and I'm not going to look right now, but I'll look in a little bit. But I've got to go get a tight end somewhere because it's I went undefeated last year. Humble brag. I did not go undefeated this year, so I went 15-4. So the field has closed in on me after my ridiculous 2023, and so I want to finish off this repeat.
So Hawkinson's going to be a year removed from his injury. What if you go buy him cheap? Because I have him in my top 3. But people are looking at him as like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I like Hawk. Let me see who has him. Now that we're having the conversation, let me see who has him. If it's a playoff team, I probably can't get him.
But even if
it's the number 2 seed. He ain't giving him up.
But who's his other tight end?
It doesn't matter because he's the number. He's got Pat Freiermuth. It doesn't matter because he's the number 2 seed.
TJ Hawk.
He and I have played in the championship the last 2 years. He beat me 2 years ago. I beat him last year. So he's not giving me points. There's zero chance of that.
I mean, there's still a chance Kyle Pitts can still be a top 6 tight end going forward.
You know, I appreciate the sentiment, Jamie. I'm a Falcons fan, and I am just burnt on him.
He's got the talent. He's got the draft capital, and
he's got the donuts.
I don't see him falling out of the top 12. I mean, you're literally going to put Jonnu Smith over.
When was the last time he was in the top 12?
Wait. Are we talking about value? Because
dynasty. Let's talk about dynasty.
He's going to be dropping. Okay, so where do you have Kyle Pitts right now? If you
I have him at 9.
That may be too high. Jake Ferguson or Kyle Pitts?
Where's Jake Ferguson? I have Jake Ferguson at 18th, and his
18?
value's going down.
Why?
Just because the quarterback situation, Dak, we don't know when he's going to be fully healthy.
At the start of next year?
Shoemaker, like he fucking makes shoes that. Didn't he make the first play at tight end?
I can see the argument because there's a lot of decent tight ends, and Ferguson kind of gets a bad rap. He doesn't really get. There's
I
not
like Otten. I like Goddard. I like Fryermuth. I like even Jonnu Smith over Ferguson.
Okay, but now you're in like the tight end 12, 13 range. And I'm
No,
still
we're
I want
talking
Ferguson. I want
17.
Jake Ferguson. I want Jake Ferguson over Goddard. First of all, Goddard's on IR. Second of all, he's like 32 or something like that. He's 30.
Well, Ferguson is over Goddard.
Well, yeah.
Jamie just said he wants Ferguson. He wants Goddard over Ferguson.
Well, I have Goddard at 15, Ferguson at 18th.
Yeah, that's too low on Jamie Ferguson. I mean, on Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, they're in the same.
But look at
same
the guys
tier.
above him. Like you have Fryermuth,
Okay.
Andrews, Tucker Kraft,
Why is
Kelsey,
okay.
Ingram, Njoku, Kittle, Laporta, Hawkinson, McBride.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a giant
Hey,
tier.
Pitts.
Giant tier.
Like
But see, I want Ferguson over Pitts because why not?
I'm not going to argue because they're literally not that far apart.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
they're-
just saying, like 18 feels super low.
9th to 18th.
I'm just not in on Dallas Goddard, and I wish I could have moved my other share I had of him. Kincaid or Jake Ferguson? Larry, Kincaid or Jake Ferguson?
Oh,
Larry's
man.
our
Well, I
resident
want
Kincaid
Kincaid
lover.
because of
Yeah,
the
me
youth.
too. I'm with you, Larry.
It's very young.
All right. How old is Dalton Kincaid? Let's see.
He's 25.1 years old.
Okay. How old is Jake Ferguson? Since we said age.
Probably the same. He's 25 also.
Yeah, he's 25.
Listen,
He's about to be
it's all- you
26.
know what? I don't like the Cowboys. That's pretty much
See,
it.
that's where
He's
you're.
25.9.
Ferguson, just like
That's
whatever. He's
over half a year.
Yeah. But that's picking nits right there to worry about less than a year of age difference, and when they're 25,
what? Who are we
Mark
just
Chase.
comparing?
Well, how's Mark Andrews? How's Tucker Kraft?
30.
Tucker Kraft
Tucker
is a
Kraft's
year
young.
younger.
Tucker Kraft. young.
Andrews is 4 years older. So would you rather have Tucker Kraft or Mark Andrews in a dynasty?
I mean, I think it's
You got to
Tucker
go. You got to go Tucker Kraft, I guess. I mean, but then
Yeah.
again, he put up a donut recently too.
He did, and Mark Andrews had his fair share of woeful weeks.
Yeah, but he
So-
kind of he looks like he got it back on. He's been back on track.
I feel like he had a week just a couple weeks ago that wasn't great. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it. It was in week 11 in standard PPR. You have 4.2. So
I mean, we're splitting hairs with these guys because I mean, Andrews is 5 years older than Kraft,
right.
but I don't know. Kincaid again was a first round pick.
Kraft
Yeah.
and Andrews are both top 12.
You know how I feel about Dalton Kincaid. That he went to
Yeah.
a situation that doesn't like the tight end, and that's that. I mean,
But they drafted him in like the first round.
they
Yeah.
did, but we've seen this happen where teams don't change their scheme just because they draft a guy.
Yeah.
Why would they even draft him that early?
That's a good question that everybody should have been asking.
Well, what's
Everybody
funny is
should have
they
been asking themselves when they did it, why they did it, because they
when they drafted him, they just extended Knox too.
right.
Right at the same time.
That was crazy. Yep.
We drafted him and then extended Knox.
Yeah. At this
Well,
point,
it doesn't
and-
matter at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, Keith said doesn't matter where they draft him. That's right. That was 2 years ago almost. I mean, we're almost 2 full seasons beyond that draft.
Listen, he's
So-
been banged up to Kincaid, but
We're not going to
he-
start giving excuses for
He's
why.
had listen, he's flashed. He's had some moments. He's only
Every
reached
tight
15 points once in this
Right.
particular league, but he's put up
Every tight end flashes every once in a while. That's
Yeah.
all it takes, the touchdown to flash.
he's been mediocre.
Yep.
Stop
coming-
with the excuses, Jack.
Jack's coming after you in the chat.
Coming in hot, fucking Jacks.
Yep.
Whatever, man. Yeah, so I just blasted out Pitts in a first to 3 Bowers owner GMs in the DDCL. See how that goes.
Yeah.
That would be exciting.
So JSN was drafted at 23 overall in the draft. I think Kincaid was 25th. Who would you rather have in Dynasty right now, JSN or Kincaid?
JSN by a mile.
That's yes,
By an
100%.
absolute mile.
Because I have him in my top 13 overall
been-
wide receivers in Dynasty.
I gave up on him too early this season. He has
No,
been great.
You want to hear? You want to hear what
I was
giving up
too
is?
early on him.
What did you
I
get?
tra-
What?
I traded JSN for Deshaun Watson
No, you did not.
before the season started.
No.
I think you gave up on life.
It was
there.
over the summer.
You gave up on life, not on
Why would
JSN.
you do that?
I was pulling. Well, I was trying to pile. I was building I had a weak QB room. I only had Herbert and Bryce Young, so I was just trying to add bodies, trying to hit on a quarterback. And JSN that when he was garbage up until this season.
I want to pull up Dynasty Jacks. He said JSN wide receiver 1. I actually have him at my Dynasty wide receiver 12, which puts him as a wide receiver 1.
All right, Jamie, you and Jax
Cheers.
are on the same page. Dynasty Jackson, Dynasty Jamie. Hey, JSN. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
can't
what
get him now.
receivers would you rather have over him? George Pickens,
No.
Roma Dunze,
No.
Rushy Rice,
Hey, give me.
Nope.
I'll take
Yeah,
Pickens over.
Gotta come higher.
I'll take Pickens over JSN.
Dave
Why?
Flowers.
Nope.
No.
Why would you? Okay, hold on. Pause for a second. Why would you take? Don't walk away, Larry. Come back to. You can answer this question. Then go get a beer.
Give me a second.
Ah, damn it. He's gotta go piss. Close the door so we don't hear you.
So what I did is I put JSN as my wide receiver 12, and
Sure.
then the names that I just rambled off are right below him, like Lad McConkey, Garrett Wilson, George
yeah,
Pickens, Roma Dunze, Rashi Rice, Flowers,
sure.
Jaden Reed even is in my top 20. DJ Moore is in my top 20. T. Higgins is in my top 20. Devontae Smith is in my top 20.
Right. I think all those guys. This is what it feels like to me. Is all those guys are just one huge tier.
Yes, exactly.
But I think
from 12 to
JSN,
20.
I think JSN is either at the top of that tier
Mhm.
or a smidge higher.
He
'cause of
could
what
be
he's
like
doing.
top 8, 9.
Yeah. I mean, you think about he's just basically displaced Tyler Lockett, and he is the guy there.
So one thing that when I was doing my research, if you put JSN in Detroit's offense in place of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then you put Amon-Ra St. Brown in Seattle's offense, JSN is going to be a top 5 receiver. St. Brown is going to be a top 12 receiver. They're pretty much the same type of player.
Right. Yeah.
But because of the offense, we have JSN at 12 and St. Brown at 4 overall.
Yeah. I think if you look at what JSN has done over the second half of the season, you can be like, oh, that guy needs to be
You
in
can
that
easily
conversation.
switch them. Like JSN could be a top 5 dynasty receiver. So I'm buying him right now when people are looking at him at wide receiver 15, 16, 17. Like, hell yeah, give me JSN all day.
Well, what are you paying for him now?
JSN, I would give up my 103.
It's probably fair.
Yeah, in a second, even.
So that would be like either McMillan or the top quarterback.
Yeah, be McMillan because like you got GT, McMillan. There's like 3 other receivers that could be in the top 6.
And then you got Cam Ward and Shador Sanders in there. at quarterback.
Yeah, Sanders and Ward. If it's a
Quarterback.
super flex. So
It's always
I mean, like
super
that's at 106,
Come
107.
on, Jamie. It's always super flex. Damn it.
All right,
It is
ready?
always super flex. Never play anything else but a super flex.
The
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba value check.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the value check.
I'd
Let's
rather
do a
have
little flex,
JSN over Ted McMillan.
I think it's fair.
He's
I
the
think I would
101.
take it.
He's
I
the
would-
101 in this draft at receiver.
Pull it up, Larry. Let's see the value check, and then we're gonna have to shut this thing down.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
getting hungry
shut
and
it
thirsty for a bowl
down.
of cereal.
And we go. JSN or Nico Collins?
Hey,
I
this,
don't have JS. No, I have Nico Collins above him.
yeah, it's Nico.
do. I
But
do.
you see, that's $500 blind bid dollars on December the 3rd. At this point, what is left on the waiver wire that you need $500 for?
Yeah,
Jeez. All right, go ahead.
really. Brees Hall, JSN, and a fourth.
I really have Brees Hall.
This is-
over
it's
JSN.
interesting. You got to
I'm
think
taking
about it after
JSN.
Brees' terrible season.
I'm taking
A
JSN.
fourth isn't shit. You got to throw that pick out.
Yeah, the pick doesn't matter. It's just Brees
Yeah,
or Jason.
Brees Hall is running back 4 overall. I'd rather take that value over JSN.
I want the young wide receiver over the young running back. I want JSN.
It's spicy. Because I
That's a
think
hot
you
one.
can get JSN and a third for Brees Hall.
Probably so. Scroll down to that. Let's find
Yeah,
one. These are all like monster trades. They're too much.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Eh,
Well, let's see.
JSN or 25 first.
I
Oh,
wonder where.
JSN easily.
Yeah, I mean, unless that
100%.
25 first is like the 101, 102, it's arguable.
You can't predict that far out.
What
What's the
the heck
25
just
first?
happened in this?
What's the name
Yo,
of the- what's
Make
the
sure
name
you
of
pay
the,
attention to this game. Make sure you pay attention to what just happened in this game.
this punt.
Holy cow!
Oh, Dallas friggin' block punt, you punk. I have Cincinnati D going. Wish I had the Dallas D going.
Block punt. But wait a minute.
Well, where was this?
So JSN or an early first.
That first is the 103.
Then
Cur-
I will
currently
have
103.
JSN over McMillan.
Hey, did you guys see the end of that play?
I did
The-
not.
the Dallas-
The Bengals got it
guy
back.
Tried to recover it.
Homer
And
Simpson.
Cincinnati
got back.
recovers the ball.
Yeah, Homer
after the
Simpson
block
dropped
punt.
back, recovered the ball. He got back up, and then Bart takes over the ball.
Oh,
No,
man,
look, listen. The play-by-play is they block the punt, so the ball is live, but then
Mhm.
the Dallas Cowboys player goes up there trying to recover it, and he muffs it, and Cincinnati gets the ball back.
1st and 10
That's crazy. All
in
he
a,
had to do
in a
was get the hell out
tie
of the way.
game. Would have
All he
put
had
them
to do
in
was
field.
get the hell out of the way, and
Would have put
instead
them.
the Dallas Cowboys player tried to recover it on the bounce. Oof,
They all have their timeouts left. 2020.
what a shit show that was.
And Jamar Chase will probably catch another 5 balls on this drive. So yeah, Pitts and a first for Bowers. Let's see how it goes. Looks like I've already been rejected.
And a first.
It
Pitts
looks
and a-
like the going rate is the 2025 first for JSN.
What pick is that first? Is it a mid, early?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be late. It'll be late or mid late.
First and Pitts for Bowers. I don't.
Well, that's the thing. I'm hoping. See, I'm a big visual guy. I feel
Take
like
your
when people
third.
see the
Take your
first,
third. And then maybe he'll do it because third round picks, there's like a 14% chance of that third round pick hitting.
all right. Since we're
So,
talking about these,
Get rid of it.
it's JSN or Jerry Judy.
JSN.
JSN.
Oh.
100%.
I love Jerry Judy.
Dude,
and he
no,
has
I
been
hate
on
Jerry
fire.
Judy
And he has been on fire lately.
Why do you hate Jerry Judy?
because I drafted him.
You got
Ah,
top
man, it's
10
personal.
every
It's personal for you.
Yeah, it's personal. I'm a Browns fan, right? Now he's a Browns.
You're a what fan?
I'm a Browns fan, Cleveland Browns.
Ah,
So,
Oh, Jamar Chase
oh baby, 40
to
yards.
the house.
too. Wow. Holy moly.
so
Holy moly is
Jerry
right.
Reed-
That's huge in the DDCL. Man, that's gonna be close. Dang. I'm surprised he didn't go down though. That would have been the smart move.
Oh, why?
Because they can run the clock out and pick you up.
Yeah, I know, but that's a big play.
It is a big play. That's a 12-point play right there.
They should go for 2 to be fucking to show some balls.
Nah, you just take that.
So that put me to 320 on this record-setting night.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it all to update. I gotta go in. I don't like using the website to see
Dude.
scores.
Chase has 46 points. So Darnold gets me 40 in this particular league. I get Jaden Reed 0.
Yeah. Jerry Reed, what's fuck?
43 from Darnold, 46 from Chase, 42 from Puka, 32 from Justin Jefferson, and Njoku 22, Kyron Williams 26, Bijan 22. Like,
Larry, I'm at 334 in a starting
yeah,
level.
crazy. Yeah.
334.
Jennings and Garendo combined for almost 60 points. Like, it was a crazy week, man. Nice DFS week.
Golly. Dang it, I'm at 225. I need 2 points in the DDCL to get another $10.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've shattered the Hogs League scoring record. Previous high score was only 260. I'm the champion, current champion too. Highest score this season, 3rd place. Can't get out of 3rd.
One pass to Rico Dowdle for 10 yards would get it done for me.
Hey, can I brag real quick?
Yes, absolutely. This is
So,
what I'm doing this week.
I joined a 420 Hustler IDP offense best ball league, right? And you could join as many teams as you want. There's at least 140 teams. And I went into 5 leagues. In 4 out of my 5 leagues, I'm in the top 12. I made it to the playoffs.
Nice.
4 out of the top.
4 no, so
How many
There's-
teams are in?
there's 12 team leagues. We draft 12 team leagues with IDP and offense. There's over 178 leagues. So almost 200 leagues. I only joined 5 leagues.
And 4 of them.
4 of my 5 leagues, I'm in the top playoff.
Right. You're in the top half of the league playoffs.
Bill and Ted's number 69. I'm 12th overall in points. And
So you said how many teams are in there? How many teams are in each one? 12 teams?
there's 12 team leagues, but there's like
And overall,
180
okay.
some leagues. So
Gotcha.
I'm at the top of each of the 4 that I've done. Last year, I won 2nd place.
Oh yeah. Hey man, but if you ain't first, you're last.
I
So
don't know, man. Some of these leagues got a pretty nice second place payout.
I got $1,000 last year.
Yeah.
So, but this year, 2nd place wins even more because there's more teams that joined this year. So if I come in 2nd place instead of 1,000, I'll get like 2,300.
Right. Yeah, I'm in a $200 buy-in league that pays out pretty nicely, and I secured a buy this week. So
Are you a Kyle Pitts guy? Or you hate Kyle Pitts? Did we establish that?
Oh no, Kyle Pitts is garbage, dude.
Garbage. Nice.
Garbage.
Garbage. Getting
Uh-oh.
aggressive.
If you could buy him low, fuck yeah, I'll fucking buy him low and keep him on my bench. But I'm not paying a first. I'm paying like a mid-second for him.
For Kyle Pitts.
For Kyle Pitts. I'll pay a mid-second for Kyle Pitts. Fuck yeah. Like I said, there's only 25% of second-round picks that actually hit. So
Right.
why wouldn't you give a second-round pick for a guy that's on his way down, but yet he's still talented?
Yeah, I would trade a second for Kyle Pitts. I think it's fair.
Yeah, give me Kyle Pitts for a second.
Yes.
Hell no,
It's
I'm
only
paying
gonna take
first.
like a 6-game stretch for him to be worth a first again. You know,
He's only going to be worth the first if after next year in 2025 he can show that he's a top 12 guy, and then he'll jump into the top 6.
see, I think like 5 or 6 game stretch of him looking good, and he's going to vault back into being worth the first. It's easy profit.
Oh, yeah. What
It's
about Kincaid and Pitts or Bowers?
Dude,
Bowers. And
yeah,
Wire.
give me
What
the
a
one
silly
man.
fucking
Bowers.
question. What a silly question. Bowers is going to outscore both of them combined.
Unless you're in like a deep ass league where you need to play both tight ends in a tight end premium as your flex. Like, give me Bowers way over.
Screw it, I don't care. I'll put Bowers and some bullshit in there and outscore Kincaid and Pitts. So,
Kincaid and
Well,
Pitts.
all right, fellas. Well,
All right, let's hit it.
it's time to lock it down here.
All right, baby. We'll see you, baby. We'll see you. Oh, the playoffs are here. Let's see how it goes. Pay attention. You might win something. Thanks for listening. See you guys. Bob.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. We ended right up at the same time the game ended. Michael Parsons is walking off the field. He's pissed.
Nice.